welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fantastic yarny community. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Monday with me for Make Along Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. Anybody get any good deals at Hobby Lobby? I did go out Friday afternoon and they still hadn't done the markdowns. I guess that's my sign from the yarn gods that I have enough yarn for now and I don't really need any. I am not making the 45-minute trek one way back out there today to see if they got anything else marked down over the weekend. It's just not, I don't think it's worth it. If you saw my short that I put up Friday afternoon, all the hand-dyed hanks were gone. They weren't going to have anything to mark down. And there just really wasn't anything that I needed. I would have liked to have gotten some of the Forever Fleece because I do like that yarn. And maybe, you know, some of the anti-pilling DK I would have liked to have gotten my hands on, but it is what it is. I'm not making another run out there. Other than that, I had a great weekend. Got to watch some basketball. Got to watch some baseball classic. That's fun. We go Team USA. Spent some time with my sister-in-law and her husband. We played cards for a little while on Saturday night. And then Sunday, it all went to Hades. Really not the whole day. I decided Sunday morning that I was going to pull out that old vintage knitting machine that somebody had gifted me, one of our subscribers. And I got that thing out, and clue number one that was going to be an issue was that I couldn't use it at my dining room table. And that's really the only table that I have that's long enough. The clips, but the ledge on my table wasn't deep enough for me to put the clips on to hold it on in place. So I hauled myself out to the shed, brought in my card table, and my card table wasn't wide enough. So I could only put like a portion, like the first half of it on the table. And I thought, well, you know, that's all right. We'll just use half of it, right? No. Spent all that time fiddling around with it, getting it hooked up, getting it, you know, all the things lined up the way it's supposed to be lined up, and went to start the actual motion of the knitting, and it flipped up. The thing wasn't on right. It was more trouble than it was worth. I think maybe if I had been able to put it all together on one table, but I don't have a place that's big enough. I'm not going to go buy a table specifically for it. So back in the box it went. All of its 800 little tiny pieces, and back in the box. It's called the Bond Ultimate Sweater Knitting Machine. This thing is probably from the 80s. Let me tell you how old it is. Somebody bought it from Ben Franklin, the dime store that had a big craft department. You remember those? So yeah, it's back in the box. There's somebody who's interested in it, and I'll probably be giving it to her next time I see her, because yeah, I have no desire to mess around with this thing anymore. It is more trouble than it's worth, for me anyway. Somebody might get use out of it, but I'd rather learn a better way of knitting with needles and cords than mess with that thing. So my plan for that bogey blanket is gone, but I'm still going to use that crazy yarn that I bought, and probably make a Jacob's Ladder blanket with it. I think that would be pretty with those bright colors with the black. I might do Jacob's Ladder with that. So anyway, that was my weekend. You know, started out great, ended great, a little bit crazy there on Sunday morning, but I did get some progress done. Now I am in 5 make-alongs. Sophie's Universe, which I have not touched this week at all, and that's fine. It's a year long. I'll get to it. I'm loving it. I'm loving my colors. I'm loving the way it's turning out. So I have no progress on that to show you. I am in Expression Fiber Arts Multivalence, which is a mystery crochet along. I've never done a mystery crochet along. We don't even know what we're making. We get a clue a month, and at the end, we'll have something. No idea what that something's going to be, but we'll find out. I am doing Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw 7, which I love. I am doing Double Dog Dare Knit Blanket, the Chunky Fall Cuddler with Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and I'm loving that. And the last one I'm doing is from Judy's Creations and Crochet, her monthly cal based on the flower of the month. That one I finished. If you haven't seen my finished project, whoops, it's this, it's called a tulip bag, but we have renamed it the Daffodil Trumpet Bag, right, Sam? Sam from Memphis Makes, the one who told me to call this the Trumpet Bag. And I used Lime Brand Ice Cream Cotton Blend in lime, orange, and lemon, and made this cute little market bag. So that was that. I finished this one a week and a half ago. So anyway, that one's done. So the only ones I have to show you progress on are the Expression Fiber Arts, Dance Next Knots, and Laura Mamimi. So let's start with Expression Fiber Arts, the Multivalence Mystery Crochet Along. This one you're just using 12 different colors, a color a month, and I have my bag full of colors. I handed my husband my project and I said, okay, you need to pick the next color. Here's all the colors. You can choose whatever one you want. He picked out this Nubu in this really pretty color of peach. Nubu is 100% lyocell. I think it's a plant-based bamboo, I think. It just says it's 100% eco-friendly fabric made from plants. 157 yards of lyocell in peach, and this is where we're at. I've only done 2 rounds because I got sidetracked, but I'm loving this. It's just, you know, right now I'm on the rows that are single crochet chains and these cluster stitches. This is really, really pretty. I'm loving this. The pattern is easy to read, or easy to understand. And you know, I'm kind of excited to see where this goes. We don't know what we're making. Don't know what this is going to be when it grows up. But I guess that's the part of the fun of being a mystery crochet along. Okay, number 2, let's do the knit Double Dog Dare knit blanket, the Chunky Fall Cuddler. The pattern is called the Chunky Fall Cuddler, and it's by Mama in a Stitch. I have it linked below in my description box if you're interested in doing this. The knit along with Laura, we're doing like 3 or 4 rows a week. Planning to have this done sometime at the end of October, beginning of November, in time for gifting it for Christmas or whatever. This one will not be gifted. This is a learning experience for me. I am a very, very new knitter. I am behind on this because I have frogged this several times. But here's where I'm at. Oops, get down. I have finally figured out the double moss stitch section. I think it's turning out great. I could hear Laura in my head every time I'm knitting along. Knit on the purls, purls on the knits. And that's how I finally have gotten this figured out. I am loving this. I'm using a Karen Anniversary Cake. The color is called Tropical Butterfly. I am using my Knitter's Pride bamboo 10 millimeter needles on a 40-inch cord, and I think I'm doing all right. You know, this will, oh, you're looking at the back side. This will never win any prizes, and that's okay. This will just be something that I can say this was the first thing I ever knitted to completion. I'm really interested in learning the skill and getting myself into a position where I can knit garments. I want to knit my granddaughters some sweaters. I remember when I was a little girl, probably 7 or 8 years old, my grandmother knit me and my sister. My sister and I are a year and 9 days apart, Irish twins. She treated us as twins our whole life. She knit us these beautiful sweaters, little cardigans. I remember these so fondly. They were yellow, like not like a bright yellow, but not mustard yellow, that in between yellow, that had on the yoke here were owls, and she showed little buttons, little teeny tiny buttons for the eyes of the owls all across the yoke, and then a bigger version of the same button to button it up. And I want to find that pattern or a pattern similar to that to make my youngest granddaughters. I don't think my 2 teenage granddaughters need sweaters with owls on them, but my 2 youngest granddaughters, Charlotte and Olivia. Charlotte will be 4 in May, and Olivia will be 3 in December. And I thought I could make them a version of that sweater that my grandmother made me. So I am on the look for a pattern for a cardigan, or even if it's a pullover, but I want it to have little owls or birds or something on the yoke. If you know anything, let me know. Leave me a comment. Can't be too difficult, and raglan style would be great because, like I said, super new knitter here. Anyway, that is my knit along with Laura at Mad Mimi. So that is that. And then the last one is my favorite, is my Luck of the Draw 7. Now, Luck of the Draw 7, I know you've heard me all talk about it, but Luck of the Draw is the brainchild of Nan from Nan's Next Knots. Her channel's listed below. You take your 1 main color and your 8 colors, and you wait for Nan to tell you which one to do. No pressure, no thoughts, no chances for overthinking this. It's just what it is. And that's the beauty of Luck of the Draw. You don't get a chance to you can't, there's no messing it up. You're limited by your color choices and your imagination. And then Nan tells you what colors to use and what order to use them. So for me, week 7 was this tan. My main color is the chocolate brown, and here's where we're at. This is week 1 down here with this like robin's egg blue, and we move right on through to the tan, and it's a nice long, it's gonna be, really nice like blanket shawl wrap thing. The pattern that I am using is called the Faded Rainbow Throw. It was a pattern in Crochet Magazine from April of 2023. I am using Ultra Mellow Spun DK in all the various colors, but my main color is this, they call this dark taupe, but it's really like a chocolate brown. I don't see any taupe in this thing. Ultra Mellow Spun DK is so soft and squishy and springy. I love this yarn. Of course, they have discontinued it. But anyway, so this is where I am at with that. And then on, oh, excuse me, on Thursday, Nan will draw the next number and I will add to it. And it's a fun crochet along. And I'm really enjoying the heck out of this. This is the second time I've done this one. And I hope she keeps on doing this because this is a lot of fun. Okay, so those, oh, get in there. Those are my make-alongs, guys. I have plans for the week. I'm going to take some time in here in my yarn room and do some reorganizing. I literally have boxes of yarn stacked together. Now that I am, semi-restriction free, I still have to be careful with lifting and stuff like that. I'm going to do some rearranging in here. My husband bought me a couple of new bookshelves. I'm going to get those in here and get some of this yarn out of these boxes so this room isn't so claustrophobic. So I'm going to be spending some time in here. And I finally did get my yarn for dyeing. This is, I think it's called hand undyed sock yarn. 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. These are 100-gram skeins, 435 yards. I have 5 of these. And they're just, plain undyed yarn. I bought a couple of different kinds of dye to try. Not any acid dye. I'm strictly sticking with like food coloring or Kool-Aid for now. Just for the fun of it, to see how it turns out. I have some ideas. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try it. So I'm hoping one day this week I can get to that. If not, maybe this weekend I'll get on it. But this is nice yarn. It's nice and soft. Wow. And this wasn't totally expensive. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't like, super expensive. So I'm going to get on that eventually because I really want to try that. I just think it's going to be an interesting thing. I have a couple of other projects going for, well, actually one more project going for my hashtag Crochet for Me 2023. I did finish one cardigan. I'm working on a second sweater. And we'll talk about that on Wednesday. I had to do some changes to it. So if you're doing your hashtag Crochet for Me 2023, send me a picture. Let me know that you're doing it. I've seen a couple people on Facebook posting in their progress, and it's, really beautiful things. If you're not doing, that's fine too, but just it's a chance to enjoy our craft, to spend some time really remembering why we got into this hobby in the first place, to, de-stress, to have fun, and to make beautiful things. So with that, guys, I'll let you go. I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves. And by all means, be kind to everyone.